Hey, what's up? And welcome to this tutorial. My name is Mr. Popo, and we are Popo. Today we're going to be creating the second part of the advanced logo animation, and we're going to focus on this part. So obviously we have a lot of things going on. We have some colors, as you can see, like difference of colors. We have a lot of balls going up and down. We have a snake path. We have some effects hits. We have this nice little thing down there, and we've got some boxes bouncy here and there. So we're gonna start on that. So if you get this tutorial, you're supposed to start on this. I mean, I'm not gonna go through this because I did it on part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, please do so. And yeah, I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna call this tutorial part 2. So you can start on that. I'm just gonna go open recent. I'm gonna save this. Okay. Oh, and I'm just gonna go back to that. Don't save. I mean, that should be cool. All right. For you. Okay, so I'm here. So what are we gonna do first? We have this. We're gonna focus on the boxes. So we have boxes that goes up and then it goes down. So basically, what that is just a size. But then again, I want you to pay attention to this. If you go and try to size this by just going to, transform and try to size this, you see what happens to our boxes, that even the path is getting bigger. You see? And that's not really pretty. Like, is there a way that we can size this box and it doesn't, it doesn't dysfunction or dislocate or whatever, dismember our box? Of course there is. Of course there is. And that is, I'm just going to focus on this one. And that is, if I go inside, not inside the transform, not inside the transform, we're not going to play with this. We're going to go inside the content, rectangle, and then we have rectangle path. And rectangle path is our rectangle that we created. So if you play with this, normally it should be like that. But then if you play with this right now, you see, it's perfect. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a size here, and like 1, 2. It's going to probably go a bit up like this. See, it's perfectly sized right now. I mean, there is no dislocation. And it's just gonna go back down to here. All right. So I'm just following the grid that I've made already, and that's from Illustrator. So I'm just gonna get this, and I'm gonna say that it scales up and it scales down. So it's gonna be like, all right. Cool. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna copy this. And probably I want this to be a little faster, so I'm just gonna boop like that, like boop. So, and I'm just gonna say, like, the moment this one gets there, the same thing is gonna happen to the second box. So it's gonna happen here. Step boom. It's gonna happen to the second box, which is this one. Yeah. I don't get it. It's this box, right? Oh no, I can't because, oh no. Okay, so I'm just gonna go inside rectangle path, because it tries to copy the path. Oh, feels bad, man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and what's gonna happen here? It's gonna go up this way, and then boom, it's gonna get back. It's gonna get back here. Perfect. And that is done. I'm just gonna ease. I'm just gonna go here, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, and then last, I'm just gonna go back here, close, close. I'm just gonna go here, gonna go to size, go like 1, 2. It's gonna go big this way, this way, and it's just gonna go down this way. Yay! Okay, cool. So we've got that. I'm just gonna go and do somehow the same thing. Alright, cool. It's supposed to be good. I think so. It should be good. It's not good. It's not good. Alright, so let's see. Boom, boom, zoom, zoom, zoom. I don't feel the zoom zoom a lot, to be honest. Let's go here. Alright, let's go. Zoom zoom. Alright, perfect. I like it this way. Just gonna close this one out. And now that we did that, we are gonna move to the dots here. So how did I create those dots? How can you get a grid of dots without any plugin? Oh, that's very simple. So first, I'm gonna go and grab my ellipse tool. I'm gonna go to colors, and obviously I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna copy this. Okay, cool. And while I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make it like that. I'm just gonna make a grid this way. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that the anchor point is right in the center. So, center anchor point. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna call this dot grid 1 because we're gonna do one for the signal. So I'm just gonna call it 1. And if I go inside ellipse, see, if I go inside my content, there's this thing in After Effects inside every shape layer add called a repeater. So you can see that what it does is just repeat circles. So if I just move one circle, it's gonna move the others. If I modify it, it's gonna modify the others as well. So it just repeats whatever the first circle is. That's pretty cool. But then that's too far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say it's maybe, I don't know, 11. You see it's gonna go all the way up. So Popo, how do we fix this? We can. All we need to do is we go inside the transform of the repeater. Now the position is set to 100 pixels between each ball. I'm gonna say 0. So right now all the balls are right there. So this is a ball work. I mean, we're gonna play with balls right now. So I hope you like balls, because I do like balls. I mean, not that way, but I do like balls, just like any other man, any other human being. Balls are what makes life good, I think. Maybe not. And to make a grid that goes down, all I need to do is repeat the repeater. And instead of having it repeated this way, I'm just gonna go inside and say like, oh no, that's too sad. I don't want it that way. I don't want it on the X. I actually want it on the Y. Yay! There we go. Alright, and then if you think your ball if you think your ball is too big, I mean, you can just scale it down. See, if you scale it down, all the balls are those scaled too. I mean, this is what we call the ball code, the ball bro code, I think, maybe. So that is done. Okay, cool. So what we gotta do, I'm gonna close all this. All right, cool. Let's focus on the repeater. So what's gonna happen here? So what I was thinking is the copies are gonna be 0. Copies are gonna be 0, and as it reaches here, I want the copies to be 11 and the copies to be 11. I mean 6 here, right? No, 5. Cool. And this one to be 11. So that's gonna happen. And of course, I want to have a little bit of an offset to all this. I wonder if I should just do it this way. Yeah. Okay, cool. If you wish. Zoom. Okay. So by the time it ends, I want it to end too. And that's perfect. I think that's perfect. I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna do fast to slow. Yeah, I think we just do it this way. Cool. But you know what would be perfect is that if we grade it, if we grade it. So what are we gonna do to grade it? If you go inside your transform, you have this start opacity. You see that? And then we have this end opacity. Cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grade this. So I'm gonna say that, hey, it starts by 0, or it starts by 100, and then it ends with 0. And I'm gonna try on the other one as well. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say it ends like that, and it starts like that. So I'm just gonna F9, and I'm just gonna go and same thing. I'm gonna F9. So right now what we have is this way, and it's pretty cool. I think that's cool. I think so. I believe so. I think that's pretty cool to have something like this. So whoop, whoop, nice. Cool. So I'm just gonna get this, duplicate it, and I'm just gonna put this right here, and it's gonna have a little of an offset to it. Yeah, it should have an offset. So the moment we reach somehow here, yeah, then it starts. Yeah, cool. I like it. Nice. You know what would be cool actually? We can change this a bit, but we can do that later on, or you can do it yourself, because right now I'm just focusing on actually teaching you how to do things instead of the design of it. So yeah, hopefully you get how to actually play with the repeater and play with the copies, play with the start and opacity. Yeah, so that's one. The next thing that we are gonna do is we're gonna make a little box in the corner. I believe the color was that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna copy this color. Okay, I'm gonna go and draw a little box here. Say around that. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure that the anchor point is right in the center. And all I need to do, I'm gonna call this little corner box 1, because we need to do one animated and then just flip it, put it there. Cool. So all I need to do is, yeah, at this point the position of this is going to be here, and then 1, 2, the position of this is going to be here. That's all it needs to do. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing else matter. And I'm just gonna F9 and drag this a bit, and then drag this a bit, because I wanted to accelerate right in the center, and then, yeah, I wanted to reach a bit faster than this. So cool. I like it. I don't know about you, but I know about me. Get the house. One. Girl, let me talk to you. Okay, so that is done. We're gonna do a little trick right here. That's why I'm trying to teach you this one. It's that we're gonna have a yellow box there. So how are we gonna make that yellow box? So first you're gonna select that. You don't want to change the color, because if you change the color, you're gonna change the color of this box. But what we want to do is that we want to click on that same shape layer, and I'm gonna try to make room for our little box. Okay, and then when you finish, then you can actually get the color of that box. So I'm just gonna go here, rectangle 2. Yeah, so the color is this. Thank you. And I'm just gonna go here, go to rectangle 2, and change the color to that. All right, so how are we gonna scale that up? Well, I'm just gonna go inside of rectangle. I'm just gonna put a keyframe, as in 0, and when it goes up, it's gonna be 100%. And of course, this one is gonna be fast or slow. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is that it's gonna go up and then it's gonna scale up as it goes. So what would be perfect is if we have it this way, somewhere around here. So the moment it starts going, that's when it scales up. Yeah, cool. So it's just about how you feel it. So I'm just teaching you the techniques, not really the design of things. So I'm just gonna take this, and I'm literally gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna take the position, I'm gonna bring it, no. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this with all the position of it, and I'm just gonna say that it's gonna be like that. Okay. I'm selecting both keyframes and going on one keyframe so that I can move everything without changing the Tixbila. By the way, Tixbila doesn't mean anything, so don't try to find it out. It really doesn't mean anything, like at all, like nothing. So I'm just gonna time reverse keyframes. Perfect. So it's gonna happen here. So at this point, okay. Yeah, so at this point, I think that's too early. So I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna put this like that. All right, perfect. And I'm just gonna take my rectangle 1. I'm gonna change the color to this one. And of course, I'm gonna take my rectangle 2, and I'm gonna change the color to this. It's like a flit. So color, up, boom. All right, so what's gonna happen is, and I'm just gonna wait for it to zoom. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take this, and I'm just gonna move it a bit around here. I think that's cool. Yeah. Like that. Perfect. Let's try. Nice, I like it. So that is done. We've done it for both boxes. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some falling balls. And to do that, we've got, you know, these balls that you know, falls up and falls down, and I'm just gonna go and look for them. Transform. Using project. I'm just gonna go here. Gonna bring it to tutorial part 2. Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna go to tutorial part 2. Ball falling down. Ball box 1. Okay, and I'm just gonna take all the keyframes and I'm just gonna delete them. All right, so what's gonna happen here? And I want this ball box 1 to be here. So what I want is, I wish if the ball goes up and then goes down, you know, but it just appears here. So to do that, I'm just gonna go to my ball here. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go to position. All right. I'm gonna go 10 keyframes, and I'm gonna do 2 views. I'm gonna make sure this one is tutorial number 2. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna hit that there. I'm just gonna go here, and so here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure that it goes there, and then it comes back to where it started. And of course we're gonna try to make this better, so we're gonna do the ball in the air speed, so it goes fast in the beginning and it goes down. Okay, goes down. What would be cool is that if it's rotating as well. So if it's, let's just say 0, and then it ends up with, I don't know, -20, we're just gonna easy use this. So what's gonna happen is, yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, I think it should be, I'll just do -20 here. Okay, so what happened is, oh, we're gonna do 20. Okay. We're gonna do minus, I don't know, -40. And then we're gonna do 40 here. Yeah, cool. That's perfect. So right now, all we need to do is we're gonna go here. We're gonna get back to our tutorial, and all I need to do is just mask this. So I'm just gonna select shape layer, pop, and I'm just gonna do it like that. So I will only be able to see the box when it comes out. All right. I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna push it 1 pixel down. Okay. Cool. And it should be fine now. All right. Well, it would be good if it's on top of the grid. All right, let's go. Cool. All right, we're doing it. I think we're doing it pretty well. Okay. Nice. And I'm just gonna do somehow the same thing when it comes to this one. So I'm just gonna duplicate it. I'm just gonna wait until the time it comes down. The time it comes down is when this one will come up. So I'm just gonna push it down. Okay, so now I duplicated it, and all that's gonna happen is like, whoop. All right, cool. But the problem here, guys, the problem here is that it's the same color. But here I want it, for example, to be yellow. So how am I gonna do that? Am I gonna repeat everything? No. All you have to do is go here, duplicate it. Okay, so Control D. So there, Control D or Command D if you're on Mac. So edit, duplicate. And right now we have the same thing. So if I go and I try to change this to yellow, I need to change it to yellow. Wait. Where's the color? Okay, cool. The color is here. Pop, pop. I'm just gonna go back here. Pop, and I'm gonna change this to yellow. All right, perfect. So if I go back here, you know, it's still blue. Why? Because we still haven't, you know, we just duplicated this. Remember, it's ball box 1. It's not ball box 2. So now that we changed everything, so how do we do that? You select the layer that you want to replace, you know, replace with, and then you select the layer that you want to replace. So select the layer that you want to replace and the layer that you want to bring in. So when you select them both, you go here, you drag, and you press Alt. So right now, if I release it on top of that selected layer, it's going to be replaced. Nice. Alright, cool. Little cookie. Nice. Alright, that's about it when it comes to the forming balls. Now what we're going to do, we're going to focus on the snake path. So I'm just going to go here. So the reason why I already have the snake path is because this is an Illustrator file. So if you want to do this in After Effects, it's going to take you forever, and I don't like forever. All right, so yeah, it's just a path, and all right, so it's just a path like this. So what we're going to do is we want to animate this as this, you know, goes down. So I'm just going to go inside of trim path. And I'm going to make sure that this is maybe 40%. Now let's just say 50. Okay, cool. Or somewhere around here. Yeah, I would like it to be like that. So end and start. And then as it goes down, it's going to go all the way here. And it's going to come all the way down. All right. So it's going to be something like that. So cool. And of course, the only thing that I need to do is I'm just going to go here. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to go here and try to do that too. So what's going to happen is, so it goes down with the ball. That's why I did it at speed. So when it arrives here, hold on. So when it arrives here, you see, I'm just gonna follow that. Perfect. And to get the other shape, which is this shape right here, you see the stroke thing, which goes with it, which is pretty cool. Well, to get that, it's pretty simple. I'm gonna close this one. To get that, pretty simple is now that I animated this, I don't need to animate that again. So all I need to do is I'm just gonna go duplicate this, Control D or Command D, and I'm just gonna go to a place where I can see it. So right now they're both in the same color, and that's not really good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this color, and I'm gonna go inside my snake path. I'm gonna make sure that I change this into that color. So right now we have a huge snake path that are overlapping each other. So how do we get this to be dashed? All I need to do, if you remember from the previous tutorial, is I go inside my path, inside my stroke, and I have here something called dashes. So if I increase the dash with a plus, it means that I want to add some dashes. Shit, I'm doing it on the wrong one. Sorry. So I'm just going to go on the snake path 2. I'm going to go inside of content, inside of stroke. I'm going to add dash. So right here, you can see that I added a dash. But maybe I don't want that much. Maybe I want just a little bit. So I'm just going to, you know, change according to my need. And now that I've done that, all I need to do, actually, I can see that the path here, you know, I have this little thing that is not really cool. And you'll have that most of the time when you're working with After Effects. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and I'm going to do a 0.1 or maybe a 0.2 to just, you know, hide that thing away. Yeah, probably I'm even going to go and do a 3.3. So I'm going to make the dashes a bit bigger. So right now we don't see any of that edge case. So what's going to happen now is that as it goes down, you know, it goes down with it, which is bright. I think it's pretty cool. Another thing we can do is maybe we can try another color. So I'm just going to try another color. I'm going to go here and I'm going to change the stroke color to that one. And I think this one's going to work pretty well. Yep, exactly. I think it worked pretty well. See, perfect. So right now we finished with the snake path, and that's quite fast, as you can see. Now that we did this dash on the snake path as well, I'm just going to go here and make sure that everything is snake dash. Okay, everything is named properly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that I call the moon trail, and the moon trail is this thing. It's like this square that's like this circle that you know, it appears and disappears. So to do that, I have a grid here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sphere right here. I'm holding Control and Shift to make sure that it's from the center and it's equal. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to make sure that I call this a moon trail, and I'm going to put it below. And what I want to do is I'm going to go to transform and make sure the anchor point is right in the center, or you can change it yourself. But I think that's quite dumb to go and change it yourself if you can do it automatically. That is said, what I need to do is I just want half of this. And to make sure that this is half of that, I'm just going to go to Trim Path. And I'm going to change it to 50%. And I'm going to change it to minus 90 degrees. Cool, now I have a perfect half circle. So what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here is I'm going to go and do the same thing again. So I want to repeat this many times. So all I need to do is go to repeater. There we go. Obviously, I want maybe around 5. But the thing is, I don't want that much of a space. I'm just going to make sure that the space is somewhere around here. I guess that's pretty perfect. That's really, really, really good. But if you can see here, it's like it's fading. It's fading. So to do that, you know, I'm just gonna play with the end opacity. That's it. Voila. It's pretty cool. So all I need to do right now is the end copy is 5 and start copy is 0. That's it. I can even easy use that if I want. Even though I wish to. Nah, it could even be like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to time things up. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Alright. That is done. That's it. That's for the moon trip. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something pretty fancy. We gotta do something is pretty fancy. That pretty fancy thing is just a ball. A little ball that's gonna start from here. Okay. I need to work on my British accent. I really want a British accent. I really want a British accent. Not so that I get married to a British girl. Not that I mind, but that's not my primary objective. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm trying to deny this. Called British ball for the sake of this tutorial. We're gonna honor the British people. Okay, so it's retarded. So I'm gonna do. So obviously, the box, this thing right here, I want it to be. My computer is kind of slow. Okay, that went quite far. It's like your girlfriend, she always goes way far. And then she comes down below crying. Okay, so we've got the ball there. It's got starting position there. And then the moment this it goes down, I want this to be, hold on. This reaches there. Here. The moment this reaches there, I want this to reach here. Here. Right in the center. And the moment that reaches that, I want this to reach here. And the moment that reaches that, I want this to reach here. So all I need to do is take all this and make it pretty perfect. Okay. Maybe I want to change, hold on, I just want to change one thing. What if I do it this way? You see, I'm just experimenting. I just want something that feels good. Dinosaur. It doesn't feel good. This one feels better. Let's go. Okay, but the thing is, I don't want to see it when it's outside that. So to fix that, I'm just gonna go and make a, make an alpha mate, make a mask for this. I'm just gonna say that I'm just gonna see you when you are beautiful. Just the way you are. Damn, my voice is absolutely phenomenal. You can't disagree with that. British ball. Mat, mate, whatever it is. Yay! I only see it when it is. Okay. And obviously it's gonna disappear when it gets there. No! Okay. Now I just want it to disappear when it gets there. No, how dare you kill a ball! I made it. I created it. I deserve to kill it. Okay. that is done. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on the effects. Like the moment it reaches there, I don't want to just disappear. You know, I'm gonna send it off. I'm gonna do a ceremonial, send off. We're gonna do a proper send off, guys. We're gonna be the good guys here. We're gonna be nice people. We are popos. We do nice things sometimes when we feel like it's gonna benefit us. It's pretty cool. It's acceptable. It's acceptable, guys. It's very acceptable. And I'm just gonna do this. And I'm gonna say that int is gonna be 0, and I'm gonna say that yep, it starts on a 0, and when it reaches the maximum, it's gonna be like boom, yay! Of course, I'm gonna have that problem because the anchor point is right there. You see, that's what I've been screaming all the time about. It's the anchor point. So I'm just gonna make sure the anchor point is right in the center. And it's just gonna fly there. And that is just gonna fly there. Okay, I'm just gonna close the layer there. I'm just gonna go inside my scale. I'm gonna make sure that the scale is actually like that, and the opacity is just like that. Yeah, the moment it reaches that, it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, the moment it reaches there. Yeah. 1, 2, 8. I think it's got too much. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure about the. I'm just having a little thing about the British ball. Not really feeling it. I think I want to break up with it. Let's go. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is gonna wait a bit. Alright, perfect. Just gonna get it fast there. Alright, good. Right now we get it. Got it. So the color is gonna start from. We're gonna change the color as well. So I'm just gonna go to color. Color, not color. I'm just gonna do that. And the end color is gonna be that one. Just for the sake of giggles and chills on Netflix and Black Mirror. This is not a product placement. I repeat, this is not a product placement. Good. Maybe it is. No, that's a little too early. Okay, cool, got you. I'm just gonna do it this way. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna try again. Yay! Zoom! Nicer! Okay, so that is done. Let me drink a bit. Perfect. I'm gonna call this British ball effects. I'm British. Okay. That is done. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a small yellow line here, small blue line. Why? I don't know. It's just good. It just looks good. It looks more complicated. It doesn't mean anything. Exactly. It doesn't mean anything. But it makes the thing looks more complicated. I swear. This is all about this project. Is that you do the important things. The important thing was the box and the balls and the snake. But after that, everything that comes other than this, anything that other than this, is just to make this looks much more complicated and much more rich. Rich chicken. Wait, what happened here? No! That's not what I wanted to do! It's not what I wanted to do! No! That was never my intention! No! That was never my intention! Yay, cool. So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna not select anything, and I'm just gonna do a link here and a click here. I just want a path. Maybe around that size, you know, same size as the box. So that is, I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna make sure that I select this, somewhere around here, okay? And that this one is somewhere around, I don't know, maybe there. Okay, cool. I don't mind. I don't really mind. I'm gonna call it small frame path yellow. Okay, so all I need to do now is I'm gonna go to frame path. I'm just gonna go to boom, and yeah, I guess that's it. And that's it. That's it, man. There's nothing else matters. Okay, and this one's gonna be like this. Okay. So obviously what I want this to do is I want it to play, I mean, as it goes down here, I want it to go with it, you know. I want to feel it, you know, like the bros, you know, they should feel each other. They should, you know, do things together. They should be in the love generation. They should do it, man. They should just do it. Just do it. Cool. Perfect. I like it. You know what would be cool? Is that if no, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to be cool. Yeah, cool. So I'm just gonna take this, and I'm just gonna take the color to rup dum da da. And what was that? And I'm just gonna do like boom, and flip horizontal, and I'm just gonna flip it up. No, where you going, baby? Hey, I just met you. Okay. And I'm just gonna push this down a bit. One more. Good. Just a bit more. Alright, perfect. So what's gonna happen is this guy is gonna obviously come a bit earlier. So the moment he gets here. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 not you. Yeah, you. Okay. So I'm just gonna close this. I'm just gonna say that this is gonna go a bit earlier too. Just a bit earlier. Just a bit. Perfect. I like it. I like it. Okay. So it's gonna end here, and it's gonna start there. It's gonna end here. It's gonna start there. Perfect. So zoop. Nice. Okay. Cool. So that's pretty perfect. We're done the two small lines, and I'm gonna call this blue instead of yellow too. Nice. Okay, cool. Then we're done that one. Sphere. No, left side. Okay, and I'm just gonna do a little ball effect here. So it's gonna be same thing as the British ball effects, but let's do it again. Let's do it again. You know, that's I think it's gonna be better if we do it again. So I'm just gonna select everything off. I'm gonna go to my color. I'm gonna select this guy right here. I'm gonna copy. Cool. And I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna make a circle that is this way. I'm gonna make sure it's like that, and I'm just gonna bring this guy up a bit, somewhere around that. Gonna get my transform, make sure that the anchor point is right in the center. I'm gonna change this to a pin light, you know, maybe somewhere around that, and change the opacity to 90. No, 80. Interesting. Maybe I'll change the color a bit. Let's get this one then. Oh, that's way better. But I'm gonna put it behind the snake dash. I said it. Yeah, I think the other color was better. No, you know what? I'll just pick the middle, just to make sure that we are on the right place. in the right time. Yeah, 80% was pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. 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 And all I need to do, scale and opacity, and maybe just scale. You know, just scale it one. Yeah, the one gets one. I'm just gonna do 100%, and it's gonna be 0. I'm just gonna take this, and I'm gonna say like, hey you, I just met you. This is crazy. And here's my scale. So love me maybe, and I'm gonna put it behind. Yay. Just a bit later. Nicer. Cool. I like it. That's way better. Hey, Ed the Prophet. Regarding the tutorial, I'll be answering the chat when I'm done with the tutorial, and we're gonna be done with the tutorial soon. So, yep. Cool. Alright, that is done. The next thing that we want to do, we want to do a little, you know, add more details. This is all about this. As I said, we're just adding more and more details to make it look more complicated to reach this level of details, you know. So we're just adding more details. So right now, what I'm gonna do, zoom. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is, I feel like we can add a little circle there. So boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna make a little circle there. I'm gonna make sure that the anchor point is already in the center, so that when it scales from there. I'm gonna use less sphere because it is. And all I need to do is I'm gonna go to scale, and then 1, 2. It goes to maybe 120 or maybe even 150. You know, it's a big guy, it's a big sphere, it needs to be big, you know. That's what she said as well. So yeah, I just had to throw that joke right there. And all I need to do is that boom, boom there. Perfect. So what's gonna happen now is we're gonna have that, and then like zoop, boom. I'm just gonna say it like that. Nice. I like it. Nasty little sphere. I like it. So I'm just gonna use the sphere. I'm gonna put it right down below, just like she said. And that is done. What we can do right now. What we can do right now is we can add more. I don't know. We can add more. What do we call that? More stuff. And to do more stuff than the stuffs that we have now, we're gonna add more TrainPad stuff. Cause why not? And I'm just gonna go to stroke. Thank you. I'm just gonna go here. Thank you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from here, and it's gonna be like this. Well, of course, it's gonna be one fat little like that. I like them fat, you know. That's exactly what she said as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this color, and for the end, I'm gonna take this color. Yay! But the thing is, I don't want it to be more fat. I'm just gonna say 35. But the thing is, I don't want it to be capped that way. So I'm just gonna go and make sure that I change the cap to a round cap. So this way it's rounded and it's beautiful. It follows this. That's pretty cool. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to path. I'm gonna play with the path here. So I'm just gonna go a bit, and then after a while, wait. So it's just gonna appear this way. And then after a while, it's gonna go, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna go somewhere around here. and then after that, it's gonna go all the way here, and then after that, it's gonna close here. So these two guys have to be here. Okay, so what's gonna happen is that square is gonna go there and it's gonna end there. Okay, that's perfect. Man, the problem is just want to end there, but then the gradient is right here, so the gradient has to be like this. Just gonna make sure that the gradient ends right there. So yeah, I think wait man, somewhere around here. Okay, cool. It's gonna go like whoop, zoop. Okay, but of course we need to change the speed, so we're gonna fix that. So it's gonna be very slow one. It's gonna be like, it's gonna drag. It's gonna be draggy. Okay, and then it's gonna snap real fast, you know, and then it's gonna go real fast again. It's like, I want to disappear from this world. I don't like Mr. Popo. I don't like him. He just deletes layers because he created them and he can, and I don't like that. But let's go. And I think we can do even better here. Perfect. You know what would be good? Like that. Fat little trim pad. Okay. Let's see now. Fat little trim pad. Okay, perfect. I like it. I really like it. It falls really good. So I'm just gonna duplicate it. This is what we do. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna go transform at vertical. And all I need to do is I'm gonna bring this guy a little up. No, where are you going, baby? No, I'm not pressing anything. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna go down, 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 go down. And I'm just gonna bring you up here, baby. Yeah, I want to finish there. I want you off of me. And all I need to do, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start, no, you are gonna, where are you, baby, where are you? Dude, no, I can't see you anymore. Okay, cool, I can see you now. I don't like you anymore. Okay, so all I need to do here is if I go back to my colors, alright, perfect, now I can cherry pick whatever I want. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here and say, yes, you're gonna start from there, but no, you're gonna start like that. You know, I want you to start that way. Perfect. And yeah, of course you're gonna be a little faster because you need to die a little faster. Yeah, you need to die there, and the moment you get there, you know what I want? You know what I want? I want exactly fat little trim path. You know what I want? I want exactly that British ball effect that we did here. It's gonna be the same thing, but this time it's gonna be for the little fat thing. So I'm just gonna drag this, I'm just gonna put it here. Okay? So the moment that guy reaches there, all I need to do is I want this to actually be reversed. So it's going to be like boom. Alright, so that's pretty cool. If we look at the whole thing right now, should be fine. Yeah, that's it. It should be fine. So how are we going to put it in the final mix? So to do it in the final mix, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to hide everything here. Okay, I'm just going to go and I'm going to hide everything here. Okay, cool. So right now what we have is we have this. Okay, so we did this on the previous tutorial in part 1. And what we want now is we want the second one. So I'm just going to go and bring my second tutorial. I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to push it here. Okay, of course I don't want to start from the very start, so I'm just going to hide it here. And I don't want to see it on the very end, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so what I have now is that this, and then I have that. That's pretty cool, but you know what would be cool is that if we add a little bit more animation here. So I'm just gonna go position, and I'm gonna go a little bit far here. I'm just gonna bring it down. So what's gonna happen is that as this is going up, you know, it's just a little thing that comes up. Yeah, that would be cool. So what would be really cool is that if it's quite fast and then it just slows down. So whoop, this rotates and this one brings up. That's pretty cool. But you know, we can make this even cooler. So what I'm gonna do, right now we're gonna see how I created that effect that actually cuts it into different colors. To do that, I'm just gonna duplicate exactly the same layer. I'm gonna call this color swap. So to do that effect, I use an effect called invert. So what happened here is that this effect inverts color to their negative values. What you want to do here, for my example, I changed it to to green. It already looks better, But what would be cool is if I take this into half. I'm just gonna take a rectangle and make sure that it's half. Okay. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna animate the mask path. So when the first ball finish, I'm gonna bring up this here to the second level. And when the second ball goes down, I'm gonna go to the down a level. And when the whole thing finishes like that, I'm gonna bring this out. And then obviously what you're gonna have here is something quite weird, because this thing is gonna be animating down, and we don't want to do that. We want snappy things. And to have snappy things, I'm just gonna select my keyframes and told it to toggle hold keyframe. Now this is very important. Pay attention. Toggle hold keyframe is where we are only gonna change the value when we arrive to the keyframe. So as you can see, there is nothing happening to our mask. The mask is not moving at all. But the moment we reach the keyframe, it will go directly there. You see? There. And then it's going to jump there. And then it's going to jump there. Okay? So what's going to happen here is perfect. Alright, now here's something that I forgot from the previous tutorial, and I think I can teach you guys now. Is that, Mr. Popo, how did you get this noisy thing? It looks cool. It's better than when it's clean. You see, right now it's clean. It's not as good. So to do that, I'm going to go inside my tutorial too. I'm going to close everything. And then I'm going to go inside new adjustment layer, because I want to affect everything. And I'm going to go here and use an effect called noise. Thank you. And right here, all I need to do is crank up the value. So this is what it is. See? So all I need to do is 15%. And if I go back here, there we go. It's a bit noisy and it's cool. So yep, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. As I said, this is not about the design of things, but mostly about the technique. So by now, you should be very familiar with the toggle hold keyframe with the effect called invert, to add more detail to your piece, to your motion graphic piece. You should be familiar with adding the effects like noise to add more disturbance into your piece so that it doesn't look super clean, which is really bad. You should be able to learn how to do path to add more extra detail. That doesn't mean anything, but it makes our video more rich. That's why we add them, and they look more complicated and they fill up the eyes, and that's really cool. You should be now able to do a trim path and do even a dashed line, as you want. You should be able to replace, composition with a composition or picture with a picture, and without having to redo all the masks, all the keyframes. We just have to replace that. You should be able to know how to use the curve speed, and you should be able to do gradients and also animate the repeater. That's a lot of things for this tutorial. Thanks for tuning in. Check out my tutorial number 3. It's gonna come again somehow at the same time. Hope you liked it. If you have any question, John is there to let me know, and watch the other tutorials. There are more information on other tutorials. And of course, my name is Mr. Popo, and I'll see you guys later.